name is Morris Barnes, and I was actually born here in Freedman Town, and went to school at Gregory Elementary. I actually stayed one block over from this church here, which is Antioch, on next street over, Ruthven Street. 312 Ruthven was my address. And as I stated, I went to Gregory Elementary School, and I have a lot of fond memories of Freedman Town. As a matter of fact, we called it, when I was growing up, we were calling it Fourth Ward. But I did have a lot of fond memories of going to Gregory Elementary, also Lincoln Junior High School was over on this side of the bridge, and we would go play there. And as a young child, I would come here. It wasn't a lot of parks around, so this was a safe haven for me, this church ground. This is where I would come play. I would ask Mom, I'm going outside to play. She would say, where are you going? I said, I'm going over to the church ground and play. So this was an area that I would come to a lot. And ironically, fast forward almost 60 years later, I'm actually a member here, and I'm working in the music ministry. At that time, when I was a young lad, no one in my family played any kind of music, so I didn't have any idea that I would actually become a musician, let alone traveling around the world and doing all the things that musicians do to end up right back here, one block from where I was raised up, back in Freedmantown. So Freedmantown is dear to my heart, and it always have a connection. And I can remember when I met a young minister of music, and he asked me, he's seen something in me, and he said, you know what, I'm a member at a church called Antioch, and I want you to come over there and play the guitar, bass guitar over there. And he said, I don't think they ever had one before, and I don't know how they're gonna act, but you know, I just feel in my heart that you need to be over there playing. And we talked, and we didn't talk about it no more. And a year passed, and he said, you know what, they're ready for you. I finally talked to him, and we want you to come to Antioch. So that was, it's all a big connection. You know, I came here, and I'm like, okay, wow, this, you know, nobody but God. I was raised up one block from the church, and I used to come here and play on this church ground. This was a safe haven for me. And here I am, you know, approximately 60 years later in the music ministry playing bass guitar. So, as I stated, Freedmantown is where it all began for me. You know, born at Jefferson Davis Hospital, went to Gregory Elementary, and resided at 312 Ruthven Street. Some of my fond memories were, since we were so close to downtown, we would go, my dad would take me downtown in February and March when the rodeo would come, and we would go to the parades, and we would go to the Coliseum, and we would look at the horses and things like that. Or we would walk downtown, and we would look, I would see all the things in the windows closed, and I would ask for things like that, and they would just say, oh, we gonna get it, we gonna get it, we gonna get it. And the thing about it is, I didn't realize at the time that a lot of people in Freedmantown didn't have a lot of money, but we had a lot of love. Freedmantown was like community. I mean, everybody looked out for everybody. You know, if you did something bad or did something wrong, it was a community chastising you. So those are some of my fond memories of Freedmantown, although I actually moved out of here when I was maybe 11, but I always remember this was the beginning for me. Freedmantown is my birthplace. All the rich historical content, it's rich in history. So mine, which would be that people, like we do now, just research and just check out a lot of the history. And there's a lot of rich history that's connected with Freedmantown. And if you don't know, you'll really be surprised at the rich history of Freeman Town.